we'll see. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Are you hearing us all okay? Yeah, shopping frames are phenomenal, right? Who have we got on the...
That's my mum saying that they can hear us okay.
Okie dokie. Good evening, Mariana, and thanks, Lorna, for letting us know sounds alright. Cold in Wales, Mariana. Good evening, my bands. Thank you for joining us. Although I'm sure Leslie will be a bit disappointed to hear I don't think we have any car questions on the quiz tonight.
Yes, but he's probably got lots of other talents.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure he'll be showing off about that soon. But yeah, we're sticking quite badly, I think. And how's the weekend been going for everyone? As long as it sticks to it only being maybe not even half a session by the looks of it there, it should be okay.
Is it,
oh, you were away on the Waverley
yes, and
yesterday.
my mum was there today. She just messaged.
Yeah, and I was just trying to say, yeah, and Fiona's mum was away on it today as well. So how did that go?
The weather wasn't great to begin with, I noticed yesterday, but then it brightened up. Hi Stephen.
Good evening, Stephen, and Paige Turner. Who's Paige Turner?
Paige Turner sounds like that.
Yeah. Right. So,
Scammer.
yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. But bear in mind we're supposed to have
there is one sort of medical science question that I can think of, but Thomas will know it.
Yeah, there's one or two. We've got to keep you on your toes. Good evening, Stephen. How are you? Thanks for joining us, big fella. 4, 5.
We know that you'll have been sorting up, Thomas, on all these things, arse, elbows, and all that.
Right, who am I missing?
Right, so you probably got Jean.
Are you sure?
Well, not yet, but you could. Yes.
Medical, geography, and space weather would suit Mariana.
Right, that's Janet's just popping in to say hello, because tomorrow morning at the crack of dawn, Janet's getting onto a coach and heading to Oban. So she doesn't know whether she'll be doing the whole quiz, but she just wants to say hello to everyone.
Good evening, Jana, and we fully understand obviously if you're not able to be here for the full thing. The main thing is that you get yourself a good night's rest, because you've got a long day ahead tomorrow, and we'll see you at some point through the week.
Probably Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, Stephen's got the sunshine bucketing down in France. Well, aren't you unlucky? Right, I've only got 7 here, but I'm betting that the page turner is going to be dropped very quickly.
In fact, it's not even appeared on my iPad.
Right.
It's only on there.
Who was it that was saying there were maybe having people playing from Spain?
Hey, Mariana.
Mariana. Right. Well, we're getting. Oh, that's 8 o'clock.
Yes, I did get the chocolate. And sure I sent a message to thank you on Messenger, Thomas. I didn't let Francis know this time. I usually do, but I thought I'll just keep it between us.
Well, that's nice of you, Mariana, and hopefully they've managed to get on. It's sticking quite bad. So we'll give it another wee minute or two just in case we'll get any late people thing.
What's it? That is my phone typing everything that you're saying and putting it into a message.
Really? That's quite scary. That could get people into a lot of trouble, couldn't it?
Well, absolutely.
Mm.
I'm eating it just now, Thomas. I've got it on the table in front of me.
Well, Chat GPT should know all the answers. Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully no one's using it, Mariana. That's another thing that we have to concern over now, isn't it? The things like that getting used to cheat. You know.
But what about Brian and Victoria?
Well, I got a message from Brian to say we'd be here, yeah. So, and he's not here yet. But I think he did arrive in late the last time as well, did he not? And I think given the fact that we've got the latency issues going on again, I think we should maybe just get to it, yeah? So, our quiz tonight consists of the normal 5 rounds, 10 questions. Round 1, we know you like this so much, so we've gone for it again, and that is on this day. So, events over the years that happened on this day, which is May the 28th. Then the connection round, picture round, the chain, and general knowledge. So we'll get cracking on. And here we go. So good luck everyone. As I said, round 1, what happened on this day on May the 28th? So, question 1.
What left the port of Lisbon to invade England on this day in 1588?
That's question 1. What left the port of Lisbon to invade England on this day in 1588? Question 2.
Which tyre company was founded on the 28th of May 1889?
That's question 2. Which tyre company was founded on the 28th of May 1889? Question 3.
On the 28th of May of what year did the US Attorney General declare it legal for women to wear trousers anywhere Was it A 1903, B 1913 or C 1923?
So that's question 3. On the 28th of May of what year did the US Attorney General declare it legal for women to wear trousers anywhere? That's A 1903, B 1913 or C 1923.
I think I could bet anything at all that the Attorney General was a man.
I think I probably have to give you less than even money on that, darling. Question 4.
Who became Prime Minister of the UK on this day in 1937?
So that's question 4. Who became Prime Minister of the UK on this day in 1937? Question 5.
On 28th of May 1952, which country gave women the right to vote? Was it A. Italy, B. Romania or C. Greece?
So that's question 5. On the 28th of May 1952, which country gave women the right to vote? Was it A. Italy, B. Romania or C. Greece? I suppose if I had the picture up, it would, but then it would maybe make it slow down even more. Maybe we should be. Question 6.
On this day in 1967, who completed his round-the-world trip on arrival at Plymouth?
So that's question 6. On this day in 1967, who completed his round-the-world trip on arrival at Plymouth?
I was nearly 7. I remember it on the news.
I was 3 and I don't remember it at all. Question 7.
Who became the first Pope to visit Great Britain on this day in 1982?
So that's question 7. Who became the first Pope to visit Great Britain on this day in 1982? And I remember that very well. That's the year I started working with Tilcon Construction, and we were working out at Mollinsburn on the Stirling Road, and the cavalcade passed by us. And the whole roads were closed for hours to allow it all through. Question 8.
The UEFA Champions League final was held on this day in 2011. Who defeated Manchester United 3-1? Was it A. Barcelona, B. Bayern Munich or C. Real Madrid?
So that's question 8. The UEFA Champions League final was held on this day in 2011. Who defeated Manchester United 3-1? A. Barcelona, B. Bayern Munich or C. Real Madrid?
Now that's your lot, Thomas. You've had a Pope question and a football question. It's medicine from here on in.
Absolutely. Question 9.
Which soft drinks company released its first alcoholic drink, Lemon Dew or Lemon Dough, in Japan on the 28th of May 2018?
So that's question 9. Which soft drinks company released its first alcoholic drink, Lemon Dough, I'll hardly guess it, in Japan on 28th of May 2018?
Nyoko will be able to tell us.
We don't do this on purpose, by the way, just hoping that you're going to be there to put us right, Nyoko. It's just sometimes we have these type of questions when you're there and sometimes we don't. Question 10.
Born on this day, 1968, which singer stroke actress had UK number ones with Slow and Spinning Around?
So that's question 10. Born on this day, 1968, which singer actress had UK number ones with Slow and Spinning Around? So we'll move on to round 2, connection round. As always, first 9 answers are connected in some way. Question 10, what's the connection? So good luck everyone. Question 1.
Who had a hit in the 70s with Mouldy Old Dough?
So that's question 1. Who had a hit in the 70s with Mouldy Old Dough? Oh boom, Yoko's never heard of it. Well, there we go.
Maybe it was a flash in the pan and not
Yeah.
much of a success.
But then maybe he just doesn't like alcohol. Which is a good reason. It is an alcoholic drink.
Absolutely roasted.
Yeah, it's very hot. Question 2.
What was the name of the character played by Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs?
So that's question 2. What was the name of the character played by Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs? Is that showing up in your thing now?
No.
That's interesting.
What a...
True. Question 3.
What 8-letter word can be a language, a fruit, or a high-ranking official?
So that's question 3. What 8-letter word can be a language, a fruit, or a high-ranking official? Question 4.
In his first UK hit, Prince sang about making what cry?
So that's question 4. In his first UK hit, Prince sang about making what cry? Question 5.
What is the name of the helicopter in a series of books by Sarah Ferguson?
So that's question 5. What is the name of the helicopter in a series of books by Sarah Ferguson? Question 6.
Who was the original host of Question Time?
So that's question 6. Who was the original host of Question Time? Question 7.
Who designed 53 London churches, including St Paul's Cathedral?
So that's question 7. Who designed 53 London churches, including St Paul's Cathedral? Question 8.
Whose talk show was called Knowing Me, Knowing You?
So that's question 8. Whose talk show was called Knowing Me, Knowing You? Question 9.
What type of hospital ward is a large room with beds down each side?
So that's question 9. What type of hospital ward is a large room with beds down each side? Good evening, the late Jennifer Radcliffe. Nice of you and the dastardly Mutts to join us.
Good evening, Jennifer.
And finally, question 10. What's the connection?
I think it's quite easy tonight.
Very easy, but
If Brian was here, he would be saying he got it in 1.5.
I got it in
And
one.
one.
And what? So we'll move on to the answers for the first 2 rounds, then get a wee catch up with everyone. So round 1, on this day, question 1.
What left the port of Lisbon to invade England on this day in 1588?
And that was Spanish Armada, and as you can see they had drone footage, the drones back then. Look at this, quite remarkable. Question 2.
Which tyre company was founded on the 28th of May 1889?
And it was either going to be Goodyear or Michelin, and it is Michelin. Or is it Michelin they're called these days?
Don't know.
Steve will put his egg on that.
Oh, there's your answer.
So that was
The answer to about when the Attorney General of the US said that women could wear trousers anywhere. The answer was, the year was 1923, which was answer C.
Question 4.
Who became Prime Minister of the UK on this day in 1937?
And that would be Neville Chamberlain. Question 5.
On the 28th of May 1952, which country gave women the right to vote?
And that
And
would
it
be
was
Greece. Question 6.
on this day in 1967, who completed his round the world trip on arrival at Plymouth?
And that would be Francis Chichester. Question 7.
Who became the first Pope to visit Great Britain on this day in 1982?
The man that brought us the Pope Mobile, that is John Paul II. Yeah, see how it didn't work there, I had to clutch it again.
The UEFA, question 8, the UEFA Champions League final was held on this day in 2011. Who defeated Manchester United 3-1? And the answer was Barcelona.
What was that?
Oh yeah, you spelt Francis wrong. Francis Chichester. You've done that before,
Yeah.
and your proofreader was not paying attention.
Well, that's Fiona's job, Mariana.
There's no good pointing the pen at me because they
You
can't, see
it,
you.
yeah, that's about, never mind. That's Fiona's job. Question 9.
Which soft drinks company released its first alcoholic drink, Lemon Dough, in Japan on 28th of May 2018?
And unknown to Nyoko, it was Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
Was that?
Francis. Yeah, I know we've done the female.
Yeah, that's fine.
We've done that before
Yeah, I have.
though. In my defence, I am struggling to read these questions because my reading glasses is too far away for them. If I take them off, well, they're still too far away.
Question 10. Born on this day in 1968, which singer actress had UK number ones with Slow and Spinning Around? And that was Kylie Minogue, otherwise known as Kylie Minogue. Moving on to the connection round. Oh. So question 1,
Who had a hit in the 70s with Mouldy Old Dough?
and that would be Lieutenant Pigeon. Question 2,
What was the name of the character played by Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs?
and that is Clarice Starling. See how I can spell Clarice, but I can't spell Francis. Question 3,
What 8-letter word can be a language, a fruit, or a high-ranking official?
and that would be a Mandarin. These might seem like very unremarkable pictures, but the painstaking time I spent trying to find a non-controversial picture of a high-ranking official, and then I finally thought Star Wars, so that's why he's there. He's a high-ranking official in Star Wars. Question 4.
In his first UK hit, Prince sang about making what cry?
He sang about making doves cry. Great song, in my opinion. Question 5.
What is the name of the helicopter in a series of books by Sarah Ferguson?
And his name is Budgie. Question 6.
Who was the original host of Question Time?
And that would be Robin Day. Question 7.
Who designed 53 London churches, including St Paul's Cathedral?
And that is Christopher Wren. You just going to let him in, don't you?
I'm going to let Parsley in.
Okay. Parsley is entering the building.
Well,
Question 8.
I'm opening the door, he may not enter.
He's entered, yeah. Whose talk show was called Knowing Me, Knowing You?
Come on.
And that is Alan Partridge. He's got food there, darling.
I know, but he wants me to
Yeah.
say that he's...
Question 9. What type of hospital ward is a large room with beds down each side? And that is Nightingale. And finally, question 10. What's the connection? And I'm sure you all got it. The connection is birds. Because we've got Nightingale, we've got Robin, Partridge, Pigeon, Budgie, Wren, Dove, Starling, blah blah blah. So there we go. So we'll have a wee catch up with you all, see how the scores are. And see, well, we haven't totally frozen as of yet. Oh. Scores on the doors, Miss Ford. I was doing that focusy thing again as well.
I'm just looking back about the chocolate, Thomas, and perhaps it was too much in code. See, because I'm trying to not be
Mariana,
too obvious. I just
18.
said the bad year strikes again. Thank you.
Stephen, 7.
Oh, Connor's with us.
Is it? Oh, nice. Thanks for joining us, son. Pettit McFarlane's are on 16.
My mum's team's on 13.
Mama's team's 13. Right, Paige. Who is this? Is 11. Nyoko 16. Very good. Have we heard from Jean? Was she there? No, it's
Not heard anything
right,
yet.
okay. Okie dokie. Connor, right, we need to add Connor on. Thanks for joining us, Connor. Are you playing on your own? Is Virginia helping you? Or is Archie helping you?
Janet's sending something.
Alright, so Janet must be managing to hold on.
Have you got everyone else's?
I've not got, where are they?
You got Stephen?
Yes, 16, right, so.
Right, that's partially entering the building, or the room now. Can I let them
Okay,
in?
okay.
Enter.
Right, so, it seems some people thought it was a tough one when we thought, mind you, there was quite a few British-centric questions there, Stephen, that would probably have made it tough for you, I suppose. Yeah. We'll need to get a wee bit more cosmopolitan one of these ones, yeah. Anyway, given that I'm having latency issues and stuff, well, I better
Right,
say
so
who's.
Janet had a total of 12 points for those rounds, which was, well, she's on fighting for him, isn't she? She's getting 12. But she's going now to get an early night. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon, Janet. Safe travels.
Yeah, thanks for joining us and having a go, and we'll see you through the week, Janet. Have a good night's rest. Well, it'll maybe get easier, Paige. And so at the moment we have Mariana's in the lead on 18, and then we have Pettit McFarlane's, Boylan's and Mabowen's on 16. Then we have Lorna's team on 13, Janet's on 12, Paige on 11, Connor on 10.
We maybe haven't got Linda and John tonight.
No, it's looking like we don't. Like that all the time as well, Stephen. You know, it's much easier being on this side asking the questions, that's for sure. Particularly when you've got the answers in front of you. Right, so I think we'll crack on to our next rounds. Given that, as I say, we are having some technical issues again. So as always, well, before we do, here's my wee did you know, and that is, did you know there is a museum dedicated to failure? So curated by Swedish psychologist and innovation researcher Dr. Samuel West, boasting around 159 failed products and innovations, the Turing Museum of Failure features displays on such bad ideas as Harley Davidson perfume, Colgate frozen entree, and Microsoft Zune. And it's quite interesting. If it tickles your fancy, I'll go and have a look up. It's quite amazing what they've got and how long it's been running for. Places that they've actually, as it says there, it's a travelling museum, so it goes all over. Anyway, we'll crack on to the quiz. As always, round 3, picture round, and I think tonight's pictures are famous animals. So
we just want the name. Just name the animal.
So picture 1, who's that? This one, give my clue and say it's not Baba. Picture 2. No prizes for guessing who chose this picture to go on. Picture 3. Picture 4. Picture 5.
Fiona's got 18 out of 20.
Yeah, very good.
Boylan's better watch it.
Bonnie Street could be coming to an end.
Mhm.
Not going to be a treble weekend, maybe. Picture 6. Picture 7. There they're thinking, oh, was that first one? Was this one? Or was the other one? And this one? Or either that or the what's he even talking about? Oh, picture 8. Picture 9. Alright.
He's in the room.
Well, that would be telling if there was.
Mhm.
Or if there is. And finally, so obviously, no parsley, page turn up. That's the end of the picture round. Some will be pleased to know, no doubt. So moving on to the chain, and the format for here is the last letter of the first answer becomes the first letter for the second answer, and so on. So here we go. Question 1.
What word goes with friend, lord, and war to make a new word?
So that's question 1. What word goes with friend, lord, and war to make a new word? Question 2.
Which scientific word means a microorganism that can produce disease?
So that's question 2. Which scientific word means a microorganism that can produce disease? Just for you, Thomas.
Mhm.
Question 3.
Lincoln is the capital of which US state?
So that's question 3. Lincoln is the capital of which US state? Is that one of those ones where is the L actually silent or should it be Lincoln?
I think it's silent.
Question 4.
The speculative transmutation of base, that should be BASE, metal, to gold is called what?
You can tell I'm a musician. The speculative transmutation of base metal to gold is called what? That's 2 spelling mistakes the grammar police has missed tonight. Question 5.
The words bagel, golem and schnozzle derive from what language?
I almost said it there. Question 5. The words bagel, golem and schnozzle all derive from what language? Question 6.
What did Igor Sikorsky build?
So that's question 6. What did Igor Sikorsky build? Question 7.
Ribbon, harp, elephant and leopard are all types of what animal?
Question 7. Ribbon, harp, elephant and leopard are all types of what animal? Question 8.
What is the lightest metal on the periodic table?
So that's question 8. What is the lightest metal on the periodic table? We're in at number 3, I think it is.
Take your word for it.
Question 9.
Which country hosted the 1968 Summer Olympics and the 1970 Football World Cup?
So that's question 9. Which country hosted the 1968 Summer Olympics and the 1970 Football World Cup? And finally, question 10.
Which former Turkish empire shares its name with an upholstered footstool?
So that's question 10. Which former Turkish empire shares its name with an upholstered footstool? Moving on to the answers now. So picture round. This picture here is
Dolly.
picture 2.
And this is Grumpy Cat. Now if you happen to know Grumpy Cat's real name, we're happy to accept that, we'll check it, but the answer we're looking for really is Grumpy Cat.
Yeah, because it became an internet sensation as Grumpy Cat. Picture 3, and this is the infamous Pepe Le Pew. Infamous cause of wee smell. Picture 4. We were a bit cheeky with this and the other one, but picture.
This one is Shergar.
Picture 5.
And this is, of course, Lassie.
Picture 6.
Is Toto from The Wizard of Oz.
Big clue is the yellow road you can see underneath him, and the fact that it's Toto. Picture 7, and this is where we were cheeky because this is
Red Rum.
the very famous. Well, both of them are very famous. But the thing that makes Red Rum really distinguishable is the band, the nose band, and also the colours. It's McCoy, isn't it? They were very.
Is that called a snaffle? Jennifer will be able to tell
Yeah, I
us.
think it's called a snaffle. Let us know, Jennifer, if you're still there. Picture 8.
And this is Larry from Downing Street.
So if you said obviously Larry the Downing Street cat, then as long as Larry's there. Or even if you just said the Downing Street cat.
No,
Oh.
No, we must have the name.
Right, okay. No point for just the Downing Street cat.
Because it's more than one.
Yeah, it's got to be Larry. Okay, picture 9.
This is Laika, who I'm quite certain came to a horrible end.
And picture 10 is Speedy Gonzales.
Is that him who goes Arriba, Arriba?
Yeah, arriba, andale. Moving on to the chain. Picture 1, question 1.
What word goes with friend, lord and war to make a new word?
And that is ship. So friendship, lordship and warship. And that is ship. Question 2.
Which scientific word means a microorganism that can produce disease?
And that is pathogen. Thanks, Jennifer.
Thank you.
So our next answer begins with the letter N. Question 3.
Lincoln is the capital of which US state?
It is the capital of Nebraska. Next word begins with A.
The speculative transmutation of base metal to gold is called
Alchemy. So our next word begins with a Y.
The words bagel, golem and schnozzle all derive from
Yiddish. Next one begins with H.
What did Igor Sikorsky build?
He built helicopters. So next one begins with S.
Ribbon, hart, elephant and leopard are all types of
Seal. Next one begins with L.
What is the lightest metal on the periodic table?
And that is,
Lithium.
and that's number 3. So the next one begins with M.
Which country hosted the 1968 Summer Olympics
And that
and
would
the
be
1970 World Cup?
That would be Mexico. And finally, question 10.
Which former Turkish empire shares its name with an upholstered footstool?
And that is Ottoman. So we'll see how everyone's doing on the scores. I think you may have found that quite easy. I don't know, what do you think, Donna?
It always seems.
Yeah, it always seems
By
easy.
the time we're doing
Yeah.
it, because we've seen it.
Yes. I was going to have some my nice refreshing summer drink, Darren, but I thought I couldn't be bothered explaining what that is, so maybe next time. Might have some ice and stuff like that. Stephen, that's you up to 16. Pretty decent, dude. Yeah, once again, I say you're on your own. You know, so. Right,
My
so
mum-
Mariana is up to 34.
Right, my mother's up to 31.
Mum's up to 31, so that was 18 in that round. Very good.
Yeah, it's 9 and 9.
Uh-huh.
Boylan's are up to 34.
Oh, come back. The treble weekend still on for the Boylans.
And the Oakland Leslie are doing very well.
Did we see Pettit's?
Yes, 31.
You're on 31 too, right?
And Neilco and Leslie are 32. Connor got his add-on 5 for Connor.
Right, so that's 15. That's pretty decent on your own.
When you're not used to
Absolutely.
the style of the,
Yep.
of the quiz.
Paige, has Paige given us anything yet? No help at all tonight, Stephen. Eh? The big secret's out. Very good. So there was two very good scores. We took 18. Boylan's get 18 for those 2 rounds. Someone else.
And my mum's team.
Yeah. So it's very good. So, wait a minute. Oh, Janet, we still haven't got pages. To be honest, I don't know. Right. So we now have joint leaders in Mariana and the Boylans, and then we have the Marbons in 3rd place, and just behind them we have Marbons on 32, pardon me, and then just behind them with 31 apiece is Lorna's team and the Pettit McFarlanes. So still all to play for going into the general knowledge round. So we'll crack on with that. We'll say it. Good luck everyone, here we go. Question 1.
How many time zones does Russia have? Is it A11, B9 or C7?
So that's question 1. How many time zones does Russia have? A11, B9 or C7? Question 2.
What is the second most common gas found in the air we breathe?
So that's question 2. What is the second most common gas found in the air we breathe? Question 3.
In Roman times, what was a gladius?
That's question 3. In Roman times, what was a gladius? Question 4.
What is the English name for the Côte d'Azur?
That's question 4. What is the English name for the Côte d'Azur? You checking?
No, it's not. It's because I want to know what is. Oh,
Question 5.
which hotel was the birthplace of the Singapore cocktail?
So that's
Is it not
question
the Singapore
5.
Sling?
Which hotel was the birthplace of the Singapore Sling cocktail? That should read Singapore Sling. pretty poor you're not noticing that. It was your question.
I know. I'm just checking that it is.
It is. It's a Singapore slang.
Yeah.
What code word in the phonetic alphabet is also the name of a capital city?
Where's Connor going to be? I'll be
I
there.
don't know.
Singapore?
Singapore. Oh no, French Riviera. Of course
Oh.
you will, son, yeah. But
He's giving away
so I have. when is it you'll be there? That was really stupid, yeah. Question 7.
What was the name of the lighthouse keeper's daughter who saved 9 people from a shipwreck in 1838?
So that's question 7. What was the name of the lighthouse keeper's daughter who saved 9 people from a shipwreck in 1838?
And Tam said, nobody is going to know the answer to that.
Apart from your mum.
Don't be ridiculous. And I said, they will know.
Yeah, September. It's no longer September. I thought it was about then. Question 8.
Which song, written by Hank Williams and covered by the Carpenters, is named after a Creole rice dish?
So that's question 8. Which song, written by Hank Williams and covered by the Carpenters, is named after a Creole rice dish? Question 9.
Who is the current Chancellor of the Exchequer?
So that's question 9. Who is the current Chancellor of the Exchequer? And finally, question 10.
In what ocean will you find the Seychelles?
So that's question 10. In what ocean will you find the Seychelles? We'll move on to the answers now. So question 1.
How many time zones does Russia have? And it has,
11.
which was answer A.
Question 2.
What is the second most common gas found in the air we breathe?
And that is oxygen, second to nitrogen. Question 3.
In Roman times, what was a gladius?
A gladius was a sword. Question 4.
What is the English name for the Côte d'Azur?
I might have let this slip a few minutes ago. That was French Riviera. Question 5.
Are we accepting Riviera?
Just Riviera.
Why does it have to have French
Because that's what it's known as, French Riviera. Not just known as Riviera, it's French Riviera.
Okay, question 5. Which hotel was the birthplace of the Singapore Sling cocktail?
And that is Raffles. Question 6.
What code word in the phonetic alphabet is also the name of a capital city?
And that is Lima. Question 7. Oh, there's something else popped up.
Oh, ignore that on the bottom line. What was the name of the lighthouse keeper's daughter who saved 9 people from a shipwreck in 1838?
Well, it certainly wasn't Michelle Obama.
No.
It's Grace Darling. Where's that come from?
Wasn't there earlier
No.
on.
Question 8.
Which song written by Hank Williams and covered by the Carpenters is named after a Creole rice dish?
And that would be jambalaya. I always thought it was just jambalaya until we did this question. Now I know it's actually jambalaya. Question 9.
Who is the current Chancellor of the Exchequer?
And that is Jeremy Hunt. And finally, question 10.
In what ocean will you find the Seychelles?
You will find them in the Indian Ocean. That concludes our quiz, apart from obviously finding out how everyone's done and then doing our for fun tie break. So let's see what the final score is, who our winner is. Will our tie break have meaning, or will it just be for fun? Corner 5 out of 10, that's 5 again, so consistent, son. That's 20. 20 on your own is very good. Mariana, 42.
Oh,
Very good.
that's very high scores here.
Uh-huh. Mabons, 38.
Petty McFarlane's 39.
Uh-huh. That was a good last round, the Petty McFarlanes.
Yeah, there you are. Thomas knew Grace Darling. I thought you might know,
Yes.
Francis, but the fact that Thomas knows
Yeah,
means, you see, it's general knowledge.
correct. And that's what makes general knowledge general. Some people know it, some don't. 43. Whoa. Just a wee sneaked into the lead there. Did I see Stephen? Yes, Stephen.
My
18.
mum's
Very
team
good, Stephen.
are on a total of 39.
39. Very good. And the page one disappeared. Yeah.
That's interesting.
What's that, darling?
They knew Grace Darling from Horrible
From
Histories.
Horrible Histories. Ah, there you go.
I
Very good.
thought all the Horrible Histories were of much older history.
Right.
I don't know why.
Oh, there you go. Very good. Oh, I owe you an apology, darling.
Accepted.
You were so correct, and I was so wrong.
He's like,
And I'm big
Grace,
enough.
who?
And I'm big enough to admit it. Unlike you. A bit of help from Wesley and Finn. Well, there we go. So you always seem to do better when they're around, Katrina.
Right, so, who's...
So our winner, we do have a winner with 43 points of the Boylans. The treble is complete. Well done.
Yes, excellent.
Right, very, very good. Nice. They just sneaked in like Shergar with her nose there. And then in second place is Mariana. Very unlucky, Mariana. Great score, 42.
Yeah, excellent.
And then we have in equal third place Lorna's team and the Petty McFarlanes. So that means that Mabons are fifth. We then have Connor and then Stephen. But very good scores, everyone.
If
Well
you've
done.
been fifth with 38, it's
Yes.
a very high scoring.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been very high scoring. So, and I know we say this so many times. We must we must make the next one harder. And we do have a couple of ideas, I think, don't we?
Do we?
No. But also, as always, I will say it as well to people to suggest potential things for rounds. So the only thing to decide now is who is our Katrina saying no for. Who is our
Yeah, just do the tie break question.
tie
for
break?
fun.
So, our tie break question is: how many miles did Francis Chichester sail to complete his around the world trip?
And look, it's spelled correctly.
Correct, I know. I'd noticed it by this time. So I really should have known to go back and check the other. I think actually when I went back and checked, I had actually put the I in for the E in Chichester, and then this one in my head I'd sorted it all out. So how many miles did Francis Chichester sail to complete his around the world trip? Have a pop. How many thousands?
He sounds like a sailor, doesn't he? He sounds like an
Yes,
English sailor.
yeah.
Francis Chichester.
Yes.
It's a perfect name for it. Probably helped him on his way.
Right, the Boylan say 6,000.
28,000 for the
The Petty McFarlane say 28. It's a very small world the Boylans live in. Oh, Mariana going Connor going for 13 and a half. 5. Mariana going for a wee sneaky 500 below the Petty McFarlanes.
And my mum's in an even smaller world. She's going for 1,700.
Stephen's going for 23,000. What did you say your mum went for? 1,000?
1,700.
1,700.
I'd say Nyoko there.
Leslie
Leslie says. But if it's right, it'll be well done in my bones. But if it's miles out, literally miles out, it'll be, oh well, that's Leslie.
Very good, Nyoko. We like your style. And the answer is 29,360 miles. So the winners are the Pettit McFarlanes.
We're very close.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the difference there, you probably could have managed to swim it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Boylans were the winners of the actual quiz. So that's the Boylans now 1-2 in a row. So come on, people, get the studying done. You need to see if you can dethrone them in the next one, or are they going to do a treble? So well done, everybody. It's been fun as always. Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
And yeah, well done again, the Boylans, on winning the quiz, and well done, the Petty McFarlanes, on winning the tie break. So yes, thank you. We'll see you all. Miles.
No, miles.
Just miles. Thanks everyone, and we'll see you all. And of course it is, Nyoko. Cheers, Stevie. I'll speak to you. So I was speaking to your mum, Stevie, the other day. It's nice to see her, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Yes, and she's looking great.
She was looking marvellous. So we'll catch up with you all soon. Night, everyone.
Night, night.